players there.
And back at the stand, Sheriff Center at the intermission. Hawaii dropping the first set, but coming back in pretty convincing fashion to take the second set 25-16. And let's take a look at the McDonald's match stats.
You see some of the numbers that jump off the stat sheet right there. The service aces to errors. 3 aces, 9 errors, but 11 service errors by Grand Canyon that really hurt them, especially in that second set. The blocks 6-2, and also the hitting percentage 309 to 237. In that second set alone, Hawaii was hitting 550 compared to about 100 for Grand Canyon.
All right, Howard Deshevsky along with Brian Tsuji here at the stand, Sheriff Center. We didn't expect to see Hawaii lose that first set. They did. It was a bit of a wake-up call. What do you expect now in sets 3 and hopefully only 4?
Well, I think an interesting question is going to be who's going to be starting that opposite position already. We've seen 3 players go through. We'll see what Charlie Wade decides. And then I think Hawaii looks a lot more crisper, looks a lot more focused. We'll see if that continues into this third set.
Johan Timmer, who is the starter of the season in the position of opposite, was back into this match at the end of that second set, and he is back out there to start things off. And so as we look at the floor right now, this is pretty much what the starting rotation was at the very beginning of the season. You got the 2 freshmen and J.P. Marks and Johan Timmer out of Germany and Auckland, New Zealand, respectively. And that's the one thing that Charlie Wade has been waiting for them to do, is both come alive at the same time. Again, we saw it in the very first match of the season against UC San Diego when Hawaii swept their opponents in 3 straight, and they've never really been able to find that secret formula since, and so it's been a little bit of a mystery. Let's see if tonight is the night both of those pins could get going. Marks, okay, he did his share on the first swing of that third set.
Yeah, J.P. Marks, who had a little bit of a rough start, and again, trying to find that consistency where both outside hitters are hitting for a nice positive percentage. You see 6 kills for Marks so far tonight, hitting 273. Going into that second set, he was hitting 0-0-0.
And Marks with a good serve, but long.
Marks, who had a nice run in that second set, unable to get things going, picking up another service error, I believe his 3rd for tonight.
So the Lopes of Grand Canyon, they come in here and they steal the first set, and Hawaii trying to regain its form after a very convincing second set. 2-1 here after the point, and Jared Lofi back to serve it away for Hawaii. Floats it over as he usually does in knuckleball fashion. Timmer keeps it alive, and Nick West knocks it over the net. And that ball's going to be hit cross court out as Tarantino misses badly. Point Warriors.
And I was talking about earlier about that free ball being strategic with where you place it. That time West placed it to the right front, making the center make the first contact, taking them out of system. So again, a smart place to place a free ball.
Hunt knocks it high. Marks chases it down, and Timmer able to get a good piece of it. And Timmer teaming up with Nick West.
That was an impressive set that time by J.P. Marks. A back set all the way 30 feet off the court. Perfect set to Timmer, who was able to keep that ball in play. But again, J.P. Marks showing his value, only a freshman, but able to make that veteran play look so easy.
4-1 Hawaii. Good save by Viscaro, and Timmer goes to that back corner. Dug up back there by Tarantino. And setting it up for Hunt. Unable to get it through the block. Back the other way. Again, Viscaro with the nice pass, and Hunt unable to put it down. To Hunt for the 3rd time. And it's off the block. So the 3rd time proves to be the charm. And Hawaii on a quick 4-point run.
And a lot of positive things, especially the right back saving of Sam Viscaro in that last play. And Hawaii's second setters coming into play. We saw Lofi as well as J.P. Marks sending some nice balls to Hunt.
Good pass by Marks. And Hunt again off the block. And Hunt with the kill. Hawaii Out to a very quick start here in set number 3, 6-1. And back to serve it will be Jared Lopes. Off the block. And that'll be a point for the Lopes. Tarantino credit with the kill.
And Tarantino picking up his 10th kill, hitting 240 so far for this evening. Tarantino, the junior outside hitter from California.
And he's back to serve it up for the Lopes, who trail it by 4. And West. That's a little bit of a miscommunication on the serve. Just got a fingertip on it.
And again, we've seen that connection so far was really crisp between West and Bhaskar for most of the night. That first miscue on a 31 set, a little bit more difficult set because of the distance between the setter and the middle blocker.
So Smith set to serve it up. And West. Well, I'll tell you what, he goes 6 feet 8 inches tall. You give him a nice set good high, and there's nobody going to stop that.
And a good adjustment made this time. We talked about the miscue in the 31 set in that previous play. This play is a one play, very simple, right out of the setter's hand. And again, that quick hit, and West picking up his 7th kill with 4 blocks.
Johan Timmer to serve for the Warriors. They lead it 7-3. And hitting it into the net is Keaton Berry. Point Hawaii. And Hawaii out to its biggest lead here in the 3rd set, up by 5.
And Berry with his first attempt for the entire match, 3rd set, and that was his first set all match long. Obviously not a strong part of their offense. We'll see if they continue to look for him in this 3rd set.
Timmer with a good serve. Hunt tried to go over the net and get that ball quickly, and it proves to be a good decision.
So back row blocker, the setter's a back row player, so he cannot touch any ball that's above the plane of the net. That time the bad pass forced him to go up, and there's the Hunt smartly hit that ball off the hands, which made the setter a back row blocker.
So Johan Timmer serving. Hawaii up 9-3 with a good toss and a good biting serve. And that time it's Jordan Tarantino who hits it into the net. Another point for Hawaii. And calling a timeout is Jeremy Price as Hawaii jumps out to a 10-3 advantage in set number 3. Watching Warrior Volleyball on OC Sports. Frequent visitor to the Stan Sheriff Center, Dave Shoji here supporting the men's team, and the Wahine head coach, also joined by a couple of Wahine players that are in the house tonight.
Shoji's son, Eric, still on the Stanford squad. Stanford losing tonight. Eric Shoji, a senior libero for the Cardinal.
Cardinal falling to Penn State in 4. Hawaii up 10-3 here in the 3rd set. And that time, Tarantino manages to put it through the block and gets it down for the point.
It's a nice little row shot right into the middle of Hawaii's defense, landing between the middle back and left back position.
And that serve's going to sail long. Another service error. As Punnett puts a little bit too much heat on it. 11-4 Hawaii. Back to serve Stephen Hunt. And he returns the favor.
Hunt, who had been going back and forth between a jump float and a jump serve, a regular jump topspin serve for the beginning part of the season, looking like he's going to the jump serve primarily here.
And another good set right in the center for Nick West.
And right now, no answer for Nick West. Just unstoppable, especially in that one set. See how quick he gets up. The middle blocker for the Lopes, unable to get over the block. And West just taking advantage, picking up his 8th kill.
12-5 Hawaii. West off the tape. And Bhaskar unable to handle a tight set. West didn't give him a good pass to work with, and Bhaskar had a hard time, and that's going to be a side out point for Grand Canyon. 6 serving 12. Back to serve it will be Jordan Tarantino. Tarantino with 11 kills. That's a team high. Punnett with 10 for the Lopes. Blocked at the net. They're going to go right back to Marks. They're going to call a double hit. So that's another point for Grand Canyon. And they pull back within 5.
That time, Nick West, a libero, unable, or because of the libero rule, he's not allowed to set in front of that 3-meter line. That time there, he set the ball in front. Also got called for a lift, but even if that set came out clean, it would be in a violation.
So Tarantino back to serve with his team back within 5. Hawaii's biggest lead of this 3rd set. 7 points. A big high toss and nice pass by Costello, and Marks with the easy roll shot sent back over. This time Marks tries to go the easy route a 2nd time. They're going to go back to him a 3rd time, and he hammers it. The full windmill. And nicely played by both teams. And now out of the back row, it's Hunt. And he is blocked at the net. A good job by Taylor Griffin.
So the timing issues that time, problem for Hawaii, and just trying to get into that offensive rhythm that we talked about. This time here, Stephen Hunt a little early on the pipe set, just trying to row shot it against a triple block. But we saw JP Marks in a little bit early in his approaching that time, so we'll see if Hawaii can iron out those problems right now. Biscaro talking to Marks about the timing, about the set location. We'll see if they're able to iron things out here.
So 3 straight points for the Antelopes. And they bring it back within 4. Overpass by Hunt. Misplayed by Hawaii. And that's 4 straight points for the Antelopes. That's enough for Charlie Wade. He's going to call a timeout. 12-9 Hawaii leads, but the Antelopes with a little bit of momentum. We'll be back with more from the Stan Sheriff Center. Back at the Stanley. Couple fans having fun, dancing to the music in the stands. Hawaii, after dropping the first set, has come back. And let's look at an Impact Petroleum leaderboard. These are your kill leaders in the MPSF, and there you see Stephen Hunt from Hawaii, and he's right there in the thick of things. Josh Taylor, it says Pepperdine, but he's also from Hawaii, and the freshman out of Punahou actually did a number on Hawaii last week in Malibu, didn't he? In the first night at least, actually struggled in that 2nd night. And that one is just in, Stephen Hunt.
That first time we've seen that all night long, that big set by Hunt from Biscaro coming out of the back row. Hunt able to insert that ball in that left back corner.
So Hawaii ends that 4-point run by the Antelopes. Back to serve will be Sam Biscaro with the high toss. Costello. Great job getting to the ball. JP Marks goes cross court. Another great dig by Costello, and then put right back at Hawaii by Christopher Lockwood.
And 3 blockers up. Hunt talking to Timmer after that playing, saying might want to row shot that ball. Recognizing that 3 blockers are up. Again, not the best set location in a scramble play. Timmer got to keep that ball in play.
That's actually Smith who got more of that ball than Lockwood, so credit to him. There's Lockwood. Good job by Costello to keep it alive, and they're going to call a double hit against Hawaii. Point for the Antelopes, and Hawaii at one point led this set by 8. Now the Antelopes back within a deuce.
See if Hawaii can get out of this rotation right now.
Taylor Griffin to serve it. Hunt with the pass. They're going to go to Timmer on the far side, unable to put it down. Timmer diving in there to keep it alive. And a good swing off the block. And that was Ben Punnett. And all of a sudden, the Antelopes are within a point. Punnett now with 11 kills. Tarantino with a team high 12 for the Antelopes. Marks, and he sails that one way long. And this third set is now even, and the Antelopes have bounced all the way back from 8 down.
We see Brooks Sador coming into the match, but Hawaii passing right now, not very crisp, not allowing them to really get anything involved. As we see Sador coming in for Marks in that outside hitting position.
And the back set, and Sador comes in and immediately makes his presence known.
So Sador, who we saw at the opposite position, now being actually playing that left side, hitting out of the right in that one rotation.
And Sador always with that little tap to the forehead with the ball before he cuts loose. And that time knocks that one wide left.
Important for Sador to stay in this match. Now he's being inserted in that left side. He's going to have to pass. We'll see how he's able to do in this passing formation.
And they go at Hunt instead. And Hunt puts it down. Stephen Hunt with his 13th kill. And Hawaii first to 15 brings us to a timeout at the Stan Sheriff Center. The Antelopes are making a set of things here in the third. 15-14 Hawaii. Now you look at that second set, and Hawaii showing its dominance. But the first set, the Antelopes of Grand Canyon stealing one, and Charlie Wade kind of scratching his head here in the third set as the Antelopes have rallied back from 8 down. They tied it, and then Hawaii taking that 15-14 lead before the timeout.
And really, it was just a couple of rotations that Hawaii got stuck in and was unable to side out. Hawaii needs to get back and see if they can get a few points from behind the service line.
Sador keeping it alive. They're going to set it up for Hunt. And nicely dug up back there by Taylor Griffin. And Griffin just knocking it over. And Hunt again, and this time gets it nice and high and hammers it down.
So great communication that time between Hunt and Bhaskar, running that faster attack. See moments ago Hunt hitting a higher ball, but on that free ball transition, able to hit that fast attack and beating the block.
And Lofi again floats it over. Nice job by Sador, and he's just going to be forced to two-handed over the net. Opportunity for the Lopes. Coming in, Hawaii was there with the block, but unable to turn it in. And credit Ben Ponnet with yet another kill.
Ponnet continuing to have an impressive night for the Lopes. 12 kills, hitting .286.
Ponnet and Tarantino with a dozen each. And West gets it into the back row, dug up by Taylor Griffin. And Sador keeping it alive. Hunt, he's going for the corner and just out. Boy, Hunt kind of looking at that one and saying, are you sure about that? I could have sworn I found that back corner, but.
Yeah, I thought that actually he got it from here. Let's see if we can see it in the replay. Going for that deep left back corner. Questionable.
Hard to tell. Hunt, this time off the block. Nice play by Griffin in the back. Costello. And then Sador flying in out of the back row off the block for the kill.
And Sador, who could be the future of this Hawaii team. Think about the departure of Stephen Hunt after this year. So Sador getting some very quality playing time as we see the double sub coming in for Hawaii.
And now Dominic Lyle, we've seen him a little bit, but not very frequently. The 6'3" freshman out of San Clemente, California.
So Hawaii going with the double sub, meaning their setter in the front row being taken out for offensive purposes, and their opposite in the back row taken out by a setter.
Overpass with Stephen Hunt. Oh, did he make him pay for it?
And again, credit that serve by Lyle coming off the bench with a jump float serve, putting pressure on the passes. Not only is he going to have to run the offense, but he has to serve tough, and he did just that.
As you said before, to be able to come off the bench and execute, it's not easy. Hunt roofed, but what a great play. And again, and calling for 4 hits, or at least a double hit, and this time Hawaii gets it. Boy, Stephen Hunt slammed one down. He was certain that that was going to be a point, and all of a sudden that ball came back. So a timeout called by Jeremy Price. And we're going to keep it here. And there you see, you're going to see the block by Hunt. He just threw it down there, and he was ready to celebrate, but not so fast.
Yeah, great dig that time, a great coverage. And you often will hear volleyball players use the word coverage, and that means whenever an attack is made and it's blocked, the team around it is able to cover the ball. And that time, great coverage that time by Burns, who's one of the best defenders in the MIV. Named first team all MIV last year in 2011. First player in school history to do that, and a great defensive player for the Lopes.
Say a reminder, everybody, UH Sports, a lot of fun and also very affordable for the entire family. You can enjoy additional savings as well by clicking on the fan promotions and tickets discounts button at hawaiiathletics.com. You can take advantage of savings on individual game tickets and learn about all the special promotional activities for UH fans, again, by going to hawaiiathletics.com.
There you see there Tani Wade, head coach Charlie Wade's wife and his family, 3 boys who have become staples here during the men's volleyball season.
Kind of at that perfect blissful age that they're not really so much worried about wins and losses. They're worried for the match to end so that they get their court time.
That's their time to shine.
Absolutely. As soon as the match is over, win or lose, they're out there hitting it around. Certainly, that man there cares a little bit more about wins and losses.
Great exchange during that last time out. Lyle getting some words from Bascaro, who's on the bench right now, just in terms of where to set things up. And great to see when players are able to talk strategically to each other and help each other out.
So Lyle again floats it over. And that ball is going to be hit long, and that's 3 straight points for Hawaii since bringing in Dominic Lyle to serve. And they've extended their advantage 20-16. The Antelopes had rallied back from 8 down to tie it. And now Hawaii starting to pull away. Lyle with another good serve. And an opportunity for Hawaii, setting it up out of the back row is Brooks the door. And it's going to be a net violation against the Antelopes, and that's going to give Hawaii a point. Well, they caught a little bit of a break on that one.
Sador going for the high hands, but again, the new net rule implemented last season allows the blocker to actually touch the net on the top of the net. However, you can't touch it, excuse me, you can touch on the bottom, but you can't touch it on the top, and that's exactly what happened.
So Lyle with 4 straight points, serving. And putting an end to that little streak is Jordan Tarantino, who now has 13 kills.
It's a nice hit by Tarantino. Heavy arm going into the seam, wrist away into that left back position. 17
serving 21, Ben Ponnet, and he hammers that one long and out. And the service error gives Hawaii a point, 22-17.
So now Hawaii with a little bit more breathing room. All they need to do is continue to side out and see if they can get a couple points from behind the service line.
Hunt going for the corner. And Averill puts a hand up on there, and Hunt sends it about 6 rows deep into the stands.
And again, it's a roll shot that gives Hawaii some trouble. Not a hard-driven ball, just a roll shot that went off of Averill. See Hunt, great attempt going into the coaching staff that time for Hawaii.
Charlie Wade probably saying, you know what, up 22-17, let's save the body for that one. There are times to put it all on the line. Nice play by Dominic Lyles to keep that one alive as it rolls off the tape. And then Brooks Adore got a good swing, but a better block put up by Lockwood.
Yeah, great save by Lyle. Nice high set by Costello. But Sador hitting right into the heart of that block.
Now 22-19, and kind of a big point right here for Hawaii. They would like to see this match be done with quickly, and getting a little bit of help that time as Jake Weckel hits it into the net. And Hawaii gets a little bit of breathing room. Up by 4 at 23-19, 2 points away from a 2-1 advantage. And Nick West back to serve it up for Hawaii. Good serve. West with the pass. They're going to go to Brooks Sador, and he's off the block for the winner. And Hawaii at set point, 24-19.
Great play by Hawaii after a nice pass by West, who traditionally, of course, does not play in the back row, but able to make a nice, easy dig. Lyle, great ball in tempo in transition to Sador.
You know, you look at Sador as a freshman, and Averill as a freshman, and Timmer, and Marks. Oh, what a future this team has. And a couple of the recruits, the Our World player coming in from Canada, and hopefully other players that are going to be joining this team. Young this year, but when you look at next year and the year after, if all the parts stick around, that in itself is always a challenge in the men's level, because with only 4.5 scholarships, pretty much everybody out here at some level is paying to play.
They have a great future in store for the University of Hawaii.
Absolutely. Tarantino to serve it. Hunt, nice job of playing that one off the tape, and then Hunt flying out of the back row. Lofi and Biscaro at the net. Unable to put it down. And Hunt again, and that time off the antenna.
Antenna violation of the Warriors. Point at the Lopes.
And Stephen Hunt hitting out of that right back corner, something we haven't seen much of this season, but that time they're hitting that ball into the antenna.
And Hawaii, even though they sit on 24, going to call a timeout. Charlie Wade is going to take no chances. As you look into the huddle over there and look at Jeremy Price, his team came out. Maybe the Warriors a little bit shocked that the Antelopes take that first set, and then Hawaii responding big time in the second set, and on the verge of sending it to the fourth, up 2-1.
Yeah, and Coach Price worked a lot actually with Jeff Hall this summer with the U.S. national team and the high performance team, and actually started that conversation about saying, hey, we have an opening in our schedule, and things kind of follow through from there. But a great opportunity, I think, for an up-and-coming program like this Grand Canyon volleyball team to come in and experience a team that has established itself, and of course a new school, but in terms of volleyball, but a great opportunity for them to experience what it's like playing here in Hawaii.
Talk about somebody who's happy to be here in Hawaii, Jeff Hall with a young family, and he's made it very clear that his intention is to be here a long time.
Yeah, not bad of a place to coach, I would say, coming to Hawaii, coming from Pacific. So very important for Hawaii to just get this side out here, maintain the momentum. The one thing you don't want to do is start giving the team any other positive momentum going into this next set. Hawaii wants to make sure that things end right now. We'll see who Sam Biscaro is going to go to. He has Jared Lofi, who has yet to get a kill, and then you have Brooks Sador, who's just come off the bench. So we'll see what Hawaii decides to do coming out of this timeout.
So Jordan Tarantino. Now his task, pretty simple. On set point, to put it in play. High toss, and a pretty aggressive serve. And Brooks Sador off the block and out. And Hawaii takes set number 3. Final set score 25-21. So once again, the teams take the walk, and this time as Hawaii walks to that end of the court, they do so feeling a little bit better. Last time they headed in that direction, they were down 0-1. This time, they're up 2-1. We'll take a timeout from the Stan Sheriff Center. 2-1 Hawaii. We'll be back with set number 4.